Hey peeps, what's going on? It's Josh, and I wanted to do a note from the universe for today. And it's not actually today's note from the universe because I'm still catching up, but I wanted to touch on this one because I feel like it directly piggybanks off of what we were talking about yesterday, in the sense of visualization. I hit that hard, and I know it was probably a little redundant, but it's really important. So, what was I going to say? Lost it. Moving on. The note from the universe for December 6th from the calendar that Maggie got me goes a little something like this. You can have what you want, do what you dream, and brave what you fear. If you first see it done in your mind. Always works. Always. The universe. And then it goes on to say at the bottom, and truly, your imagination is world class. Although just which world is still being hotly debated. So essentially, this is what I was talking about with the visualization last night. Basically, you're looking at visualizing, and even when some of us visualize, we're not visualizing properly. We're visualizing something, and we're thinking of it in terms of the future. And what we need to do is think of it in terms of the now. For example, you wish to see someone. So you visualize them in your arms in this moment. How will that feel? Not how would that feel, how will that feel? How amazing will it be to have that person with you? How amazing will it be to pay that bill? How amazing is it to pay that bill? Everything is, you're thinking of it in terms of the present and feeling the gratitude of that moment, of this moment, and bringing it into your now up here before you bring it into your now in the real world. And the hardest thing about this is what? It requires a lot of faith. But in the same time, it really doesn't, because you know in your heart of hearts that you're not going to open your eyes and experience what you're visualizing. And that's tough for us because as humans, we love instant gratification. But that's okay because the universe likes speed too. So while you may not open your eyes and have that person in your arms or have that bill paid in this moment, the universe is going to respond to that energy and that gratitude, and you're going to get a nudge. And something's going to happen to bring that person closer, or something's going to happen to pay that bill, or something's going to happen where you're going to get inspiration from the universe, from the higher power, whatever you want to call it. That's what's going to happen. And the reason that this is so important is to do the visualization and to put yourself in the situation now, because that's what you're attracting. What you're thinking is exactly what you're attracting. So if you're thinking, I'm going to see so-and-so in the future, then that's, even tomorrow, you're going to see them in the future. And the future never arrives, because where are we? We're always in the present. So you can't think of things in terms of the future. In the future, I'm going to be paid ahead on all my bills. In the future, I'm going to be with Maggie. In the future, blah, 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 blah. In the future, XYZ. No. Now. And you think of it now. I'm so grateful. And feel, I close my eyes. You don't have to, but I do. Feel that gratitude, feel that excitement, feel happy about what is happening. What you're visualizing is happening in this moment. It's happening up here, which is really important because the world has to match it somehow, some way. So if up here is negative, it'll be matched. If up here is positive, it'll be matched. So what do you want to match? Do you really want to take the chance that I'm right and you're being negative and you're drawing more negativity towards you? Don't take that chance. Just try it. You really don't have anything to lose except a few minutes of your day. And here's the kicker. There's no downside to visualizing, because when you visualize, you're going to feel better for that time. And for some of us, that's hard because we want to stay focused on the problem so that we can solve it. But we need to stay focused on the solution so the problem goes away. That's the flip side of the coin. And if you flip that coin over, you're going to feel at the very least, and I'm like, worst case scenario, I'm wrong. All of this is crap. And you felt better for 5 minutes of your day. Did you waste that time? I'm just saying. So, with that extra positive energy, it's easier to brave what you fear. It's easier to, what's the other part? Do what you dream. And it's easier to accept having what you want. So, this is going to be a quickie for today, but it was short and sweet, and it supports what I was talking about yesterday, and it just made sense to record it while I had the chance. And in other news, I just got a message from my property management company, and apparently they have to come in and check on something tomorrow. The maintenance team needs to come in at 10 a.m. tomorrow. And the reason I made this video is because I started feeling nervous about that. I called the office and I'm like, am I in some sort of trouble? Did something happen? And the girl was like, oh, no. We don't have any reason for coming in. It just looks like maintenance needs to come in. There's probably like a furnace filter or something like that. And but I was feeling nervous, and I'm like, okay, this nervous energy isn't as good for me. What can I do to filter this energy out and to focus on positive things again? Because I don't want to mess my day up because I'm worried about some inspection tomorrow. Because no matter what, I know I'm not doing anything wrong. It's just kind of like, have you ever been called into the principal's office and you weren't doing anything wrong and you didn't do anything wrong, but you're still scared shitless? That's kind of how I felt when I got the notice, because I was like, what did I do though? What's going on? And it's just kind of funny because I called and she was like, no, you're good. And I immediately felt better, but I still, from that fear, even from a few minutes of that fear, I was just kind of, it got me all anxious. And I was like, okay, what can I do to calm this down? So I made a video, because you get to choose what you're going to. Maggie was saying something about this the other day, and then I saw a message on Facebook about it, but it's something like, you can be in the storm without letting the storm get into you. And that's kind of been the motto lately. And recently Maggie was like, it's not what we go through, it's how we go through it. And that was so brilliant that it made me focus. It like snapped me back to my laser focus on what I need to be thinking about, rather than thinking about all of the things and then nothing gets my intense determination or focus. And I guess it was a message that I needed to hear, because I feel better. I feel excited. I feel, without sounding cocky, I feel powerful. I feel like I feel like I'm holding the wheel again. And for a little while I lost it. And I got scared, and things like that happen. And I don't mean to sound dramatic, but like, life can get scary sometimes. And I understand that. Not, like, my life is nowhere near as scary as some people's are, and I acknowledge that. I'm very lucky to have the life that I have. So I don't want to sound like I'm going through so much and blah, 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 blah. That's not what I mean. I just mean to say that life can be pretty scary. And it's amazing when you have people in your life and you have options in your life to reduce your fear and reduce your anxiety, and people that know how to calm you down. I'm extremely grateful for that, because I'm blessed. I'm lucky to have people like that in my life. And, yeah. So that's pretty much all I have. I hope that wherever you are, I hope that you're well. I hope that you're safe. I hope that you're warm and surrounded by loved ones. And I hope that you know that even if you think that there's no one out there that cares about you, you're wrong, because I do. And I hope that you take good care of yourself today. Don't forget to eat something. Your body needs fuel. That's all I have, guys. Much love. Peep out.